Ah yes, Ryan Reynolds, I love you too. And yes, I do forgive you for Green Lantern. Do you hear that? Oh, hey. Did you hear any of that? What's going on, everybody? This is the Film Fan Reviews. I'm Steve, and this is your first time here then.
Baby, welcome to the party.
So, today we're talking about a movie that I've been waiting for a long time. Actually, ever since I heard those two magic words.
Ryan Reynolds!
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds has been one of my favorite celebrities for some time now. Mostly because of that sick bod. But he is one of the funniest celebrities around right now. I mean, I just think back to his roles in Deadpool especially.
I'm only yelling to impress the other guys and never let anything happen to you, Sugar Bear.
Just Friends, and honestly he has some of the funniest lines at the end of X-Men Origins Wolverine. Honestly, I think sewing Ryan Reynolds' mouth shut is a punishable offense in Hollywood.
Love you.
Okay, moving on. Today we're going to talk about Ryan's new movie, Free Guy. In Free Guy, we follow the character of Guy, who is kind of stuck in a rut living his life in a daily routine until he finds this mystery girl on the street, and he just feels attracted to her immediately, and she unfolds some things about his reality that might not be as they seem. Now, as most of you know if you watch the trailer, Guy isn't a real person, he's just a video game character like an NPC. No one plays him, he's just a character. But he starts to realize that he is a character, not a real person, shortly into the movie, and then the story really picks up and everything starts to unfold. But it's really interesting how Ryan plays that character because he still has that charm and kind of like idiot sense of humor, and it really works for this character, and it's so funny. And saying that, we're going to stack on top of that, and Lil Rel Howery is also in this movie. He plays his best friend and security guard. This guy is hilarious. You probably know him from Get Out, but he also had a show on Fox that ran for a short time, but it's criminally underrated, so definitely check it out on Hulu if it's still on there because it is hilarious. Shout out to you, Rel. You're awesome. While Guy is facing his own trials and tribulations inside the video game, we have another plot going on outside where we have an evil villain played by Taika Waititi, who, if you don't know, directed Jojo Rabbit in 2019, which is one of my favorite movies, and of course he played Korg and directed Thor Ragnarok.
Piss off, Ghost!
He's freaking gone.
Taika was fantastic for this role because it's not necessarily like a mean, evil villain that's like really dark and menacing. He's kind of just an asshole who has a lot of money and that gives him power and he abuses it. So he's kind of just that kind of evil but funny character that you hate but you kind of love. Along with Taika, we also have two characters that are inside and outside the game at times, and that is the girl from Killing Eve, the blonde girl who's always trying to kill Eve, like, just leave her alone for a little while. And we also have Steve from Stranger Things, because at the Film Fan Reviews, we always welcome more Steves. Not you, Steven Seagal. Bah. Anyway, Free Guy is a movie that looks at the video game culture right now in a really interesting way and kind of comments on it a few times, but also has some underlying messages about just living life and taking chances and don't just stay in a rut. Think and do more. One thing I will say too is the effects are really cool inside of the game world. If you can see it on the biggest screen possible, do so because they are really, really neat, and honestly it looks the most like a video game that I've seen in any movie. This movie's also full of cameos, some from actors, some from just internet and streaming people, so if you're a fan of Twitch people, definitely keep an eye out because I think you'll be excited to see some familiar faces. Free Guy is just a really fun comedy that takes you on a ride through this video game world full of really colorful characters and really cool effects, and if you're a fan of video games, I think you're going to have a great time with this one. Also, if you're just looking for a fun story with plenty of laughs, just come on too. Come on. Anyway, on my 5-star rating scale, I'm going to give Free Guy a 4.5 out of 5. I was going to give it a 4, but I bumped it up just that half because it's Deadpool.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's all I've got for you today, so help me feed those algorithm gods by just liking this video, give me a thumbs up, and comment your thoughts on the movie, or tell me what your favorite Ryan Reynolds movie is. I'd love to chat with you about it, and You can follow me on Letterboxd. You'll see all my quick updates and little blurbs about movies that I'm watching that day and everything. And all of my other social media links are in the description below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.